More Smurfs, that's right. Today's collectible spot, we're going to be looking at the Smurfs Tag Along collectible game. You can go to www.wizkidsgames.com/Smurfs. This is a card game, I guess, with a collectible PVC inside. It says booster pack contains one collectible miniature game piece. Collect all 8 figures. And on the front we've got Papa Smurf along with Smurfette. Got Smurfette on the side. I guess that is what one of the pieces look like. A random Smurf on the side here. And Papa Smurf. Oh, this apparently also comes to us from NECA. There you go. NECA, www.necaonline.com. We learn something new every day. Warning: choking hazard. Small parts not for children under 3 years of age. For ages 8 and up only. Now it looks like there's perforations that run all the way around this package. Perhaps this is the way that we open it. I suppose the easier route is just to simply cut along the top and pull it out, but I am curious, Spot's curious by this perforation running down this packaging. And for that reason, and that reason only, I'm going to attempt to embark on trying to, by the way, Hank says hello, I'm going to try to embark on getting this open via these perforations. And I'm also making a mess. Newsflash, everybody, Spot has just made a mess. And let's open it up. Oh, inside we've got ourselves Chef. Is it Chef? Take him off the display stand. We'll put him right there for a second. And we've got the mangled card. So much for doing it neat, Spot. Look what you've done. You've made a mess of this whole packaging. Well, I mean, that's a total waste. We're just going to have to put that in recycling. By the way, also, make sure when you finish with your cardboard packaging, put it in recycling. Don't throw it in the garbage. And what else we got here? How to play. Let's zoom in, shall we? Don't worry, we'll get to the Smurf. He's coming. It says, rules, goal. Be the first player to touch your opponent's Smurf base with one of your Smurf figures. Isn't that illegal in some countries? I don't know. You will need at least one friend to play with. Oh, I don't have anybody. I guess this review's over. Anyways, you know what? We'll just look through anyways. 2 or more figures for each player to use. And 1 rules card for each player to use for measuring movement. You're ready for it now. You're reading. Oh, you're reading it now. I thought I said you're ready for it now. It's like, wow, that's. Decide with your friends how many Smurf figures you want to play with. 3 or 4 works best. So really, they've committed you to buying several of these. Oh, I don't know about you guys. It's so sneaky. Find a large open area with a flat surface, like a large kitchen table. Each player places a coin or small object on the table to represent their Smurf base. Then each player places all of their Smurf figures around the base so they all have so that they are all touching the base. This is more work than I really needed it to be. How far can you move? I guess you can only move that far. The object of the game is to capture your opponent's Smurf base by moving one of your Smurf figures onto it. At the beginning of the game, decide who will go first, then rotate, taking turns. Each turn you will move all your Smurfs. To move a Smurf, line it up with long side of this rule card like a ruler and slide it along the edge of the card until you reach the other end. Take this card and use it to move every other one of your Smurf figures and then hand the card to your opponent when done. Whenever you touch an opponent's Smurf figure while moving, you stop your piece and get to bump all of their Smurf figures. To bump a Smurf, move it along the short end of the rule card twice in any direction. Really, I just bought it for the figurine. But apparently there's games here as well, guys, if you are interested in playing the Smurfs Tag-Along. Tag-Athon. Have I been calling it Tag-Along this whole time? It is actually the Smurfs Tag-Athon. That makes a little more sense. So, much like the packaging, which I've disheveled, we're going to take the playing card rules and we're just going to put it to the side. Let's actually have a look at Chef Smurf. And let's get him to zoom. There we go. He's pretty neat. I mean, he's nicely detailed. If you're a Smurf fan, you collect Smurf things. Certainly it has no articulation to speak of. It's just one solid piece of plastic. Ironically enough, both the hat and the pants, which are normally white on Smurfs, are an off dingy color on Chef. I don't know if Chef really does. I don't know if I'd be getting food from Chef if his clothes are this dirty. And he's also got a rolling pin with him as well, to also indicate that he is a cook chef, that he likes to cook in the kitchen. Also a chef's hat. But he's pretty neat looking. I don't know if necessarily I would continue to pick these up, but I thought, you know what? I saw these in my local comic book store. Figured I'd pick it up and show you guys one of them. If you are into Smurfs and really, really confusing games, well, by all means, my friends, why don't you pick yourself up a Smurfs Tag-Athon collectible game? And you get at least, if anything, a little PVC Smurf that you can put on your desk. Or in this case, because he's Chef Smurf, you can kind of put him in your kitchen. He can guard the spices, as it were. Probably a pass for most people, but today's collectible spot, we were having a look at the Smurfs Tag-Athon. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys next time.